there's been a new dev post by Turdman. And gotta say, you haven't heard me talk much about ongoing development in PlanetSide 2 in probably a little while, at least. That's because there's really no fucking good or relevant information when it comes to that. The things that they are deciding to do and not do concern me. The Sunderer stuff, while some people think it'll be great for the game and somehow change the way players play the game or anything significant, okay, I'm sure it will. And yeah, I look forward to when it doesn't change or do anything. If anything, most of that stuff, or at least some of it, will be woefully overtuned and it will fuck the game up more. Part of their little post about yesterday was how they made a mistake in releasing the fucking shit, and that's how we got the fucked up fire rate weapons on the Sunders, and yada 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 fucking yawn. So apparently now, in the big giant list of things to do in the current year, June of 2024, we're 1 year post Rel getting canned or leaving and gracefully exiting a game that he has taken a massive shit on. We're right past a year of that now, and what we're getting presented with now as another major iteration of a core system is we're gonna fuck around with alerts again, and tactical, strategic, yada yada yawn, boring. Don't care, we've done this a million times. We've fucked around with alerts over and over again. But don't worry, guys, this time it'll be different because we use the word tactical. Oh, and by the way, you're not allowed to call continents anymore because they're now called war zones. Okay, because Warzone has actual players and Warzone has players and PlanetSide 2 doesn't have any players. So logically, if we call our continents war zones, they'll have players, right? I've waited a long time to go ahead and render a judgment on Turdman Interactive because I think it's only fair that a company that's kind of thrown into the fucking maintenance mode death spiral development of this shitty game should be given an opportunity to, okay, fine. I believe it or not, I am a fair person when it comes to this. If you do stupid things, I call them stupid. If you do things that make sense, I'll say they make sense. Unfortunately, for the last 9 or 10 years or so, the game has been run by people who are complete and total fucking idiots. And they've made the game progressively worse over time. So forgive my cynicism and my, lack of empathy for the people who have totally shit on one of my favorite games of all time. So even with that said, in the spirit of trying to be fair, I looked at the things they were doing, and I think we're a few major design changes and ideas into the game now to where I think, what was it first? We're going to get rid of some of the capture the flag bases. Okay. What are we compromising for? Their shit. It's not entertaining or enjoyable. Who cares? Get rid of it. Nope, sorry, we have to compromise because we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. The Osher thing, the Osher compromise, I think I talked about in the last video I did. It's not a compromise if we don't get anything we want either. And the content still fucks up the game. It's awful. You can't fix it. It sucks for vehicle players. It sucks to play as infantry. I guess the only person that could possibly enjoy playing that continent is if you're some shitty infill main or some absolutely fucking brain dead construction player. which, by the way, is like a massive, massive minority of players in the game. Which don't get it twisted. I know construction mains and construction players like to think that their voice is loud and they need to be heard too, but yeah, you're like a tiny, tiny pissant minority of players in the game that actually interact with that fucking stupid shit. Because even as stupid and as ignorant as the average PlanetSide 2 player is, in order to think that playing construction makes you're contributing some kind of relevance to the game, you have to be even exponentially more ignorant and stupid. So that does limit it down a little bit. So yeah, we had that. So Osher, we didn't really fix the problem. The capture the flag shit, we didn't really fix the problem. The Sunderer thing, not really gonna fix shit. I know you guys are so desperate for any kind of patch notes or anything that even the most half-baked fucking stupid ideas and decisions for something as simple as a Sunderer, you're going to get overly excited for it and proclaim that it's going to do insane, amazing things for the game, when even if on paper it could do that, the execution of it always, if you know anything about the history of the game, the ideas can be there sometimes, but the execution is normally dog shit. And the execution here will probably be dog shit again. Because what I'm noticing is that all the ideas are still stupid, and the implementation and execution of ideas is still stupid. So my question is, what the fuck's the difference? What difference does it make that we went from the Higby team to Rel's small team, to Rel's big team, to whatever the fuck we have now? What difference does it make if everyone who sits down at a position of decision making for this game is a complete and total fucking buffoon? It makes no difference. Same shit, different name. Just like when PlanetSide Arena was about to come out and fail because Apex launched and nobody in the PlanetSide community wanted a fucking Battle Royale game. During that time, people forget that the game went from... it kind of rebranded a little bit, and it went from Daybreak officially to Rogue Planet Games, and I guess for whatever reason some people thought that maybe under more independent, with a more independent studio, we'll be less likely to suffer the effects of people who are morons. Lie detector determined that was a lie as well. That was complete bullshit. So yeah, more incompetence. So now we're at a point where we've seen the Sunderer thing. We're seeing it play out on playtest, and of course it's going to be very poorly executed as usual. And now we're getting update blogs for fucking around with alerts, and I read it, but my eyes glazed over, I think, within the first 0.03 milliseconds of reading about how the next major update for the game is going to be somehow related to fucking alerts. Man, when I think about it, if I'm writing down a list of things that need immediate attention, or some things that I think would immediately help the game, yeah, adding more kinds of specific tactical, and by the way, watch out whenever a developer in a blog uses the word tactical, because it's always shit. Now, just a forewarning, if you haven't learned that by now, anytime a developer or some pussy boy software designer writes the word tactical in a blog, it's going to be shit, whatever it is. Trust me, okay? I've seen it for a long time now. But yeah, when I'm writing down the list, and you can do this exercise yourself. Get a fucking Post-it note or a goddamn 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I don't know if any of you know what a fucking piece of paper is, or a pencil or a pen, but get some of that shit, or even go on your shitty PC and open up Notepad or Word or whatever you're using, and sit down and think for about 10 to 15 minutes. And brainstorm the biggest fucking annoyances and dog shit trash in the game, and things that need immediate attention. And if I sat down and did that thought experiment, how far down the list would implementing new tactical alerts for our war zones, because you can't say continent because reasons. How fucking far down the list would that shit be? Man, would it even make the top 20? 15, 20, maybe? I don't even know if I would think of that, because I just don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about alerts. I don't care. I haven't cared about an alert since I was in the Enclave. I don't give a fuck about that. And the people that, man, like, I don't know. What the game really needs is some denazification, or in this case, some de-relification. There's a lot of shit that Rel did that needs to be walked back. And we actually need to do this. Osher needs to be disabled. All the fucking shitty discounts on nanites for vehicles that fucking idiot put in the game needs to be taken away, walked back. The ESF with construction shit needs to be taken away. Damn. My mind is overflowing with things that we need to actually fucking do. You need to merge the servers. The European servers, Miller and Cobalt, you need to merge them. Emerald and Connery, you need to merge them. Okay? Esamir needs to be fucking reverted to I'm fucking stupid and we need a rich narrative storytelling mission side quest on Esamir. Revert Esamir. Okay? We need to fucking, I don't know, finish the nanoweave changes. Normalize the fucking, every weapon above 200 damage needs to be normalized to coincide with losing the most ubiquitous suit slot in the fucking game. I don't know, maybe get around to that. Class balance, I don't know, let's go back to your stupid max fucking changes from a few years ago. Or last year, earlier in the year, the nanite change that lowered the cost of maxes for no other reason than you felt like you had to apologize for taking revives away. You're a fucking idiot. You doubled the pull rate of maxes for no fucking reason. Put the price back. Arsenal update. Big, huge, a lot of fuck-ups in Arsenal update. We dumpstered Adrenaline Shield, so Heavy feels like shit to play. Let's see, what else? Too many weapons have access to fucking unstable ammo. Take K-Cap ammo out of the fucking game. The Angled Grip is a dog shit fucking attachment that doesn't need to be in the game. The Heavy Barrel, I think, is still bugged. I think the Orion or Beetlejuice hipfire is still bugged. I mean, I could go fucking on and on, but it doesn't make any sense to me. With the list of things that actually need to be addressed with the game. Yeah. To be writing blogs about yeah. If any of you had any hope at all when it comes to this game turning a corner, it ain't turning a corner, guys. I hate to tell you this, and I know you're so desperate, and you cling to every blog post or every patch, and you get so excited for it for absolutely no fucking reason. I hate to tell you guys, but the Turdman Interactive people are just as fucking stupid as everybody else who has worked on this game. So yeah, I've held off pretty much having a review of their ideas and what I've seen for the last year or so. And I know not all of it was Turdman in particular, but the post-Rel era, of course. Now, Rel was absolutely dog shit and awful for the game, and there's plenty of content on the channel that you can find where, yeah, I go into that. But, yeah, it's pretty fucking pathetic at this point. And all I can do is sit back and watch. And you poor bastards that for some reason cannot move on in terms of playing the game. You guys can't help yourselves but log in every day because you can't play anything else. I almost feel sorry for you. Except that some of you guys are the same ones that get hype for this stupid shit. And you're in the posts being like, well, it could work theoretically. This, you know, this guy's kind of cooking. Like, I almost feel sorry for you. Except I don't. Uh, God, I don't even know what to say to end this or get off of it, because it's just, if there's one thing that could sum up the last, at least to the minimum, to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, the last, especially 4 years of the game, the development has been absolutely fucking pathetic. It's been embarrassing, and now we've seen it's been carried out by, yeah, multiple different groups of people. So this game is cursed. Whoever gets in charge of this game and to make decisions for it, their brain falls out of their fucking ass as soon as they get in control of it. Yeah, so I don't know when my next update will be when we talk about development for the game, because really there ain't shit happening. Nothing at all remotely fucking relevant to fixing any of the game's problems will ever be addressed or attempted. And I might as well just write off the rest of the fucking year, because they're not going to do shit. So I guess when it comes to PlanetSide 2 development and news and updates, I guess I'll see you guys in 2025. See you later.